So it's away we go then. Musiala completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more...
And the finish! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Silvestre with the short one. And it's Alexander-Arnold. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Bangladesh are looking to go forward now. Great vision. Yamal! And he should have made them pay.
Lamine Yamal has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
He can run onto that. Aims beyond the defence. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Alexander-Arnold knocks it into space. Nicely aimed pass. Shevchenko charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Can he get on the end of this? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is well cleared. Sabani. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Cruyff. Bangladesh have reclaimed it. Cruyff. And he can clear it away. Referee's given a throw. And that's another throw. Well, that pass isn't the best. Plays the return pass. Kökçü.
Bangladesh definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Pinches it off him. And this is Shevchenko. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Kimmich gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Kökçü gets over and intercepts. He is through here. To Havertz. Big chance! Goal! Brazil! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. That was easy, almost too easy.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Brazil have broken through, it's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Brazil go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
From the regional police department.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Brazil with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. And we are back underway.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going. That's just playing it safe and simple. He read that really well and stopped it.
Brazil do have a chance to counter here. He's cut it out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No foul, says the referee. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Now it's Donatoni, and it's been played through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Defending of the desperate variety. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Has to go back here. He's going for goal! And that is wildly off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Looking to play him in. Look at this chance, surely! That's another chance! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And this is Bale. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That has not gone well. Strong running down that left flank. Not the most accurate pass. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. That has ended up in no man's land. Brazil have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Marquinhos. And Serginho. Donatoni. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's that, the end. Brazil are chirpy, cheerful and contented.